The island is facing the largest energy crisis in its history, with rolling blackouts spreading across the country. In Havana, electricity is reportedly cut for up to 12 hours a day.
Gosh.
President Miguel Diaz-Canel admitted that Cuba has effectively run out of fuel for the past 3 months, describing the situation as critical. Facing a worsening economic and energy collapse, the Cuban government is now prepared to seek assistance from President Donald Trump and begin direct negotiations with Washington. Rubio has been on the phone
Oh,
with him. So
right.
basically what happened is we took over Venezuela. Venezuela was propping Cuba up with
Energy.
Venezuelan oil.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And once we shut that down, Trump told us Cuba was going to fall. Cuba's in the process of falling. We've got videos coming out. There's protesters on the streets every night. They set fire to the communist headquarters. The whole thing is coming apart in Cuba. Because the problem is there's nothing. When you deprive a totalitarian regime of all energy and money, I mean, you can't. You could any regime.
Well,
if you deprived
right.
If you deprived America of energy and money, we'd be the government would fall.
Yeah, we'd be in trouble. What was the economic relation and political relationship between Cuba and Venezuela? I mean, was Cuba
Very
getting
close?
Right.
Cuba was,
but were they getting?
Cuba was providing.
Okay.
Well, they were getting oil
Mm-hmm.
at a good deal because Venezuelan oil was sanctioned, same thing that China was getting.
Okay.
So they're paying lower prices because they're getting sanctioned oil. But in addition to that, Cuba was propping up the Venezuelan regime through they were sending I guess Cuba intelligence is a decent system, and so they'd send their guys over, and the communists, and they were help propping up Maduro and everything else. So it was kind of they were huge allies. Communist
allies. Okay, and now that Venezuela is not under...
Now that Venezuela's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, Venezuela is it's not obviously like a state of the United States.
Right.
It's an undeclared.
Okay. Like,
God, what am I looking
for? Territory.
Like
okay.
Guam. Yeah.
So basically, their relationship was kind of symbiotic, and now that Venezuela is undeclared, kind of we're working with Venezuela. Now Cuba doesn't have them to help hold them up, is what you're saying.
Right. Okay. We cut off all oil shipments to Cuba.
Wow. Okay.
And basically have toppled. I mean, their regimes. So what you're going to find is Cuba is going to effectively, now Cuba's a little different than Venezuela in that we have of course, in Florida, down in Miami and all over, there's a massive Cuban expat